Here we go.
What the heck?
We've all wanted a new karting game.
Yeah! Where's our sack board?
Welcome back to Video Games Awesome Live, show and trailer, pre-PAX primer. This will not be a PAX, neither will Project Kara, which we just watched. I should have said that. I'm kind of getting these out of the way just because we haven't done a show and trailer in a long time.
It's okay, there's a guy doing sound for this game, so we probably get one too.
There you go.
Geek's got the connections.
Got the connections to the sound.
So, of course, in LittleBIGPlanet fashion, it's going to be super customizable. You'll be able to customize the shit out of your kart and design your own track.
Yes,
I'm guessing, but if that isn't true, I'll be pissed.
Oh my god.
It's going to be battle mode.
Yes.
Battle mode.
And all new karting adventures. I'm assuming Mod Nation Racers creators must be a little bit worried because this is filling up a huge hole in PlayStation exclusives by putting this in the karting slot. Every system has to have a karting game. What does Xbox have? Nothing.
Yeah, what do they have?
Nothing for a karting game, I don't think.
Aw, he's still alive.
His black dead eyes.
Yeah.
Watch that again, because there's a lot to see in there.
Dead, empty.
This is by the Mod Nation Racers people.
Oh!
United Front from Vancouver did both.
This is by...
So would Mike?
It's by the studio that did Mod Nation Racers?
Yep, same studio.
Mike did Mod Nation. Mike Ferrero.
But he wouldn't work on it.
No, he's not with them anymore.
Oh.
Well, that's good then. That's good then. I'm glad then that the studio wasn't thrown to the curb. Because Mod Nation Racers, I've played it, and we're going to play it on the show sometime. Maybe as a primer to this. And I think a lot of people will now recognize Mod Nation as being like the precursor to this game then. It's a solid game. It's just unfortunate it didn't find its legs, kind of.
Yeah.
It never really it just kind of got, I don't know, it didn't take off for some reason.
God, I want to play this
we're
right
supposed to be
now.
analyzing stuff that's in here. Let's see.
So you go up
One of the cars was a bento box.
Battle mode, you got the tank.
What are the blue dots for? Because sometimes
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
getting them.
And this mode, what is this? They're just on a little figure 8. There must be...
Feels like it's just going to be one of those like up and down steering. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Sweet. Yeah, that could actually... The ones that Becky hates.
Yeah,
but
it's
terrible.
The what?
So wait a second, side-scrolling... This looks like Trials HD or something.
Oh, yeah, totally.
In a way.
Or Uniracers.
Yeah. And then... So why is it... He's on
like
a
so
fucking...
many different game styles.
Boxing gloves.
Why not?
There's gonna be mini games with the metal style, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, boots.
Of course, yeah, you gotta have boots.
Yeah.
You gotta love Sackboy.
I've seen all the detail in those cars.
I wish we had Sackboy on the show more.
Yeah.
We do have to play Twisted Metal still.
Sponge tires.
Such a fucking short trailer, there's nothing to follow this up with. I like to put things into segments, but I couldn't find anything to put into the
Watch it 3 times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's really analyze it though. We're all big fans of LittleBIGPlanet.
It's cool.
Alien in the back wheel.
Gnome!
Cool.
Yeah, good Ben.
A
What else?
gnome.
There's like a drinking straws.
You got...
I like this skull cart.
Oh, you can use grapplers.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can use all kinds of tools, including cannons and stuff too.
Why does she get
like that
electrocuted there?
And because I'm seeing a lot of stuff that...
He's sad.
Yeah, he's sad that she's in the feed.
I think she probably won, and that's her victory dance.
The stuff from LittleBIGPlanet 1 carried over to 2, anything you collected and stuff, so I'm assuming that anything you've collected in LittleBIGPlanet 2 and 1 will be usable in this for costumes and stuff.
We need to finish LittleBIGPlanet 2.
That's really interesting that a Vancouver studio is doing this, because this is like a UK game and a really proud one of the studio that created it.
Huh.
They said they were moving on to other things, but I'm really surprised they gave their
Vancouver.
main IP to somebody else. It'd be like Capcom getting somebody else to do Street Fighter. But I'm sure that the creative director's probably the same or something.
I really wish that he could boost over that in the 2D one. It kind of has driven me nuts every time.
Somebody says that they've just said that they're done with LittleBIGPlanet entirely. I don't believe that. they'll be back.
On, man.
I know
Wasn't it
Sony had
making
the
shit tons of
IP,
money?
but the studio really loved this IP, and it was theirs. They created it. Media Molecule, yeah, they're totally UK.
Huh.
But anyway, so that's Little Big Planet racing, karting, not racing. But they have to make Little Big Planet 3, and it better be Little Big Planet 3D. That would be really neat. Because if anything, I want to see 3D. It would be so cool to
that'd
see
be
like the
sweet.
depth in that and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, stay tuned. After this, we'll be back with more show and trailer on Video Games Awesome Live. Pre-PAX Primer.